There, this explosion impacting so many people in our area, and now the weather impacting perhaps firefighters and how they go about trying to douse the flames and begin the search through all the debris.
Yeah, I mean, David mentioned hot spots earlier. Is that going to get fanned by the wind at the same time? Some of the rain coming in, maybe there's some more smoke. So that's a factor as we go into the evening hours. And at some point later tonight, it might just be dangerous to work in that area because there could be debris flying. We're going to have some very strong wind gusts, then the plummeting temperatures. So there's a lot of wild weather that goes on through the overnight that we want to address for you. And of course, it's going to impact you through the overnight and tomorrow morning when we wake up to winter again. Outside right now, what we have is a cloudy sky over New York City and the first raindrops coming in. We've had a couple of light showers earlier in the day, but it's about to get steady. We're at 56. Now, the wind is reading south in the park only at 3 to 12, but we're having some higher gusts in there over 20. The high today, 56 degrees so far. And you can see the wind shift here with the winds northeast north of the city is obviously a front over the area because winds are gusting to 43 miles an hour in Wrightstown right now, and there are some gusts over 20. So through the evening hours, I think we're going to see gusts in that 25 to 35 mile per hour range, and maybe along the coast even up to 40. So the location, East Harlem, right here, and earlier in the morning hours, what we saw is an east-northeast wind that was throwing the smoke toward the north end of the park and toward the Upper West Side. During the afternoon hours, any remaining smoke, although greatly reduced, push toward Harlem. But now with the shifting winds as we go through the evening hours, if anything kicks up, it's going to go toward the Upper East Side and over to Queens, but it should be a lot less, obviously, than earlier in the day. Now, rain, wind, and thunder will be announcing the Arctic front, which comes through this evening, probably around 8 o'clock or so. 50s to below freezing in just a few hours. And on average, that's from about 11 tonight to 2 in the morning. So through the overnight, a big drop in temperature of about 20 to 30 degrees. Then the rain changes to snow, not a lot, but icy roads and sub-zero wind chills for your morning hours. It's been near 70 across parts of southern New Jersey, Old Bridge, central New Jersey at 68, but it's 30s in Poughkeepsie. So obviously the cold air trying to work in. There's a blizzard going on upstate. Rochester had heavy snow last hour and wind gusts to 50. So we could have a shower or thunderstorm during the evening hours. Then the rain is mixing with snow at midnight. Look at these temperatures, 52, 7 o'clock in the morning. After midnight, we'll drop into the 30s. The morning will be 20s, wind chills in the single digits, and then the sun will come out by the middle of the day in the afternoon. There's the first batch of rain coming in. Some gusty winds over Sussex County and Orange County right now. That's for the next couple of hours. A little break there, and then right around 7:30, 8 o'clock, this squall line comes through with gusty winds. The snow staying off to the north until later on. But if you notice, that changeover will happen toward midnight. If there's any accumulations, primarily north of the city, there's basically coatings. I'm just worried about icy spots during the morning hours, not necessarily a widespread sheet of ice. And then those cold, gusty winds. Again, limited snow accumulation. It'll be about icy spots, wind, and much colder temperatures. So gusty storms early, then a cold wind later, rain going to snow, and it's just plain old icy travel. Snow ends tomorrow morning. It's icy again, blustery with breaks of sun, but wind chills are in the single digits. Mainly clear tomorrow night, breezy and super cold.
We should say you have a little bit of encouraging news regarding tomorrow morning and the potential for icing and a difficult commute back into work for folks.
Yeah, if I had to sort of rank the problems with this weather night, and there will be problems, it's more temperature, wind, and then precipitation is third on the list because most of it will be in the form of rain, and the heaviest is this evening with maybe a thunderstorm. But there's not a lot left for the time period when it could be snow.
Okay. Right.
So that may mean patchy, icy spots, but not sheets of ice everywhere, which is good news.
That's good.
With that said, you definitely want to keep it slow tomorrow morning and allow for extra time. But I think it'll be icy spots, especially north and east of New York City. So outside we go this afternoon where wet roadways are greeting us for the evening commute. Umbrellas are out on the west side. The rain, for the most part, is light. We have a couple of heavier spots that I'll isolate, but right now it's light. This planner for Rye, New York tells the story. It's pretty universal in terms of what will happen across the area. You see temperatures dropping just a little bit in the early evening hours. See how the rain's sideways there? That's a thunderstorm. That's a front coming through. And then right after that, the temperatures will respond and start diving through the 30s. A changeover from rain to some snow showers after midnight. Maybe there's a coating there. Icy spots. Might not even be doing anything other than some leftover flurries as we approach sunrise in the wee hours of the morning. But we're in the 20s and it feels like single digits. So that's the whole transition that will go overnight. And we're at 65 in Toms River. So you've got a good 40-degree drop that'll be happening overnight. Sussex is already down to 39 degrees. You see there's a wind shift here. There's obviously a front sitting right over the area. We've got a wind gust. They're near 40 miles per hour in Toms River right now, but north of the front, thank goodness it's light. So our peak gusts in New York City have been around 20 miles an hour for firefighters in East Harlem. That's what we're looking at the next couple of hours. But there will be some higher gusts as we go through the evening hours. So you have one batch of rain coming through right now, and New York City is probably in the middle area where it's lighter. But there are some heavier showers here from Monmouth and Ocean County, and then also Putnam, Orange, and back down in Passaic County where the winds are a little gustier. There'll be a break. This will probably take a couple hours to get through. Another break. And there's the squall line that comes through after between 7 and 8 o'clock, and then temperatures will start to tank after that. If you watch the Futurecast, it's handling the current rain pretty nicely. Then there's the line of showers, and this says 9 o'clock. It's moving so fast, sometimes our computer models can't keep up with the speed of that, so I think it's a little earlier than that. 7:30, 8 o'clock, some downpours, the transition from rain over to snow. But notice how the snow is more scattered in snow showers rather than a solid shield of snow, and a lot of it is really from New York City north and east. So yes, I think there can be some coatings and some icy spots, but no significant accumulation. So at worst, we see some coatings, and then it's all about wind tomorrow and some brightening skies. You have to go pretty far north to get an inch or two in the Catskills. The foot or more of snow through upstate New York. There is a blizzard going on right there. So Futurecast temperatures by morning in the teens, feeling like single digits, and only into the 20s during the day tomorrow. Temperatures just try to hold steady during the day with a wind that is relentless tomorrow. That's one thing about all of the work tomorrow that will have to be done in East Harlem. It's all day long with these 40-mile-per-hour winds, so debris can be blowing around throughout the day. 46 as we bounce back on Friday. Other than a morning shower, look forward to Saturday. That's a day where we've already raised temperatures to 57. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets close to 60 that day. So we'll drop back down by early next week.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Lee.